Okay, it is another day. That means it's time for another video. And today is June 1st. It is 9:14 at night, and we've got a couple of things to talk about. First things first, we're going to go with today's weigh-in. Today's weigh-in was 291.0 pounds, which means we are on a downward trend. On top of that, I also have the weekly weight trend. Hopefully you can read it. But again, I think we started at 295.6. So according to the measurements, we are down 4.6 pounds from last Tuesday, which is actually 6 days. Because again, on Monday, the scale that I was using at the time had a inappropriately high weight of 308. And we replaced that scale. So technically, we are down 4.6 pounds from last Tuesday, which is only 6 days, which is right where we want to be, and kind of showing that if this downward trend continues, that the deficits are relatively accurate, as well as our food intake. Because again, we were going to be losing an estimated of 4.4 pounds of fat. Now, if we're down 4.6, that could just be additional water weight that we're down, or it could be additional fat loss. We won't really know until tomorrow. But what we're looking for is lower lows with each fluctuation. Undoubtedly, the scale is going to go up and down week to week. But I would say the first week has been a big success with me monitoring my diet, as well as making sure that I'm getting in an appropriate amount of exercise to achieve the deficit that I want, which is at least 2,000 calories a day. I've been achieving that mostly through walking. I honestly haven't done the stationary bike. I haven't been in the mood. And to be honest, at night, it's just a lot cooler to go out for a nightly walk, or even during the day, it's just better to go out for a walk in 90-degree outside weather than it is to be up here in the bike. So I'm going to stick with walking for now. If it's working, I'm not going to change it. I also have the Fitbit stats for yesterday. It might be a little smaller than it usually is, but I hit 19,000 steps walked, because I actually am going to extend my walk from 6 miles a day to 8 miles. I have a path laid out. I'm using Strava to track it, and I did about a 7.8 mile walk yesterday. I'm walking the ComEd Greenway, which I really like at night. I'm just going to add an extra lap or an extra quarter of a mile just to get the even 8 miles. So far, the first week has been a huge success. And I've also changed the name of this from Curvy Calories. I kind of am going to steer away from that. We're just going to kind of separate ourselves from Amber Lynn Reed's thing and just kind of do our own thing. So ever since I've been starting this weight loss thing, I've always been talking about Frieza from Dragon Ball Z, because I'm a big weeb. So we're just going to call it Final Form. The goal is at the end of this 12 weeks, which we now have 11 weeks left, because we have already completed 1 week. It went by really fast, right? 11 more weeks, we want to drop 40 pounds. And the first week has shown that that is entirely possible, because we are down 4.4. All we have to do is keep it up. So I think that takes me, around August is when I should be around 250. And then from August to October, I want to drop at least 30. I want to be 225, maybe 220 by Halloween. The reason why is because I want to actually do a costume for Halloween, and I want to look good in it. And I'm not going to look too good at 250, but 220, I'll look great. A couple of things that I've noticed. What's great is when you are at a certain weight, just losing 4 pounds is a much more noticeable difference than when I first started losing weight. Little things like the neck area and stuff, my legs and stuff is looking better, even though 4 pounds isn't a huge amount, but it's stuff that I'm noticing. Whereas before, when you start losing, you kind of really don't notice anything. So that's great, because I'm losing over 1% of body fat in the first week. 1% is huge now. So this video is already getting about 5 minutes. I don't really think I have anything else to talk about. Tonight, in about 2 hours, I should get the weekly stats for Fitbit, which we'll just take a brief look at tomorrow, because I have been putting the daily stats up here, so we should know what to look for. As far as going into next week, any changes? I don't think Coach John's going to have any changes, so we will try to stick with the 2,000 calories of food a day, which I'm finding really easy to stick with. It's my salad, my 2 protein shakes, and then honestly, today I just had a bunch of celery. I ate a pound of celery about 2 hours ago, and I also wanted to mention with that pound of celery, I was really excited. I love blue cheese dressing, and I found a blue cheese dressing which is only 35 calories per serving, which is awesome because the blue cheese dressing I usually use, which I fucking love, is 150 calories per serving. So I'm going to bust this out for the salads when I want that extra good dressing, but when I just want to munch celery and I want to ease up on some of the calorie intake, man, 35 calories versus 150 is insane. I don't need it to be delicious. I just need to get through the celery. So sometimes small things like that, like saving 120 calories doesn't sound like much, but man, that's like 20 minutes of walking. That's like an extra mile. I don't have to walk to burn off that food. It's great. So I get really excited about stupid stuff like that. But anyways, going into next week, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing now. And then, like John said, man, I'm excited to be in the 280s. I'm already looking at more clothes that I'm going to buy. I've got something coming in a couple of days. It's just like I was talking about earlier with the motivation. Buying clothes is very exciting for me now because I don't have to worry about, oh, are they going to have it in my size? Well, I still kind of have to worry because a lot of the extra large stuff gets sold out, but I don't have to worry about, do they even sell that size? Also, Conquer, I'm wearing your shirt. It's even too big. I might have to order another one, but that's it. It's almost 9:30. I have to get this uploaded, and then I have to get on my walk. And during my walks, I've been listening to a little bit of Greg Doucette. He's great. Look him up on YouTube. He's super entertaining. I've been listening to a lot of his videos. He's funny. I've also been listening to music. If you got playlists, send them to me because I walk around for like 3 hours and I just listen to like the same songs on repeat. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow.